Hey VC, Jeff here. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. It is Saturday morning. It's gotten kind of colder in this area here in Virginia, um, as far as recently, so I guess winter's moving in, but hopefully everybody's doing well out there. And, as we head into the winter season and as we head into the holiday season, I took some days off next week for Thanksgiving, basically use it or lose it type vacation days. So, may take a trip up the Eastern Shore a little bit. My wife was reading about a record store up there, but we're trying to work it out because they're only open on Fridays and Saturdays. And I don't know if they're going to be open the day after Thanksgiving, but they might be because they might participate in Black Friday. Record store day, Black Friday. I don't know. We're going to just run around and do something crazy, probably just take some time off. But a couple of things have come in the mail the past couple of days. Figured I'd go ahead and show them. This one, actually, the first thing I'm going to show here was related to a previous video I did a couple videos ago where I showed the new Doug Pinnick from King's X. I showed his new solo album. I showed the Super Shine album that I got with Doug Pinnick on it, and was talking about a lot of that. And I mentioned in the video about the Doug Pinnick album that Rat Pack Records also put out Jerry Gaskell, which is the drummer from King's X. He had a solo album. Solo album came out in like 2015, but they put it out on vinyl like in 2019, 2020, somehow, anyway, real recently, and it went right by me, and it's out, sold out now, and I couldn't find it. Anyway, one of my longtime viewers wrote me and said, hey, Jeff, I have a copy of that, an extra copy that's still sealed if you're interested in picking it up. And so I shot him the money, and we got it, and there we go. So now I picked up that missing, the solo album Jerry Gaskell did. He's the drummer, like I say, and he also sings and things. And it's a nice little package deal here. It's a double record set, as you can see from the sticker on the front. It's on a canary yellow. It also comes with this, basically a card. It's got his photo there, and then it's got the cover, and then it's got his signature, as you can see right there. So he signed that. It's got lyric inserts and stuff. And print number 48, I have to look up and see what. Limited 300 copies, so this is number 48. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad to have this. It's a double record set, but it's just not a gatefold. It's one of those single, double wide record sleeves. Yeah, so anyway, I have Jerry Gaskell did a solo album years ago, his first album, and I had that on CD. So, it's cool to pick this one up. I believe this is only his second album. So, a little bit of vibe of King's X as far as, some of the tunes kind of feel that way. But for the most part, it's a different person altogether. Features Billy Sheehan on bass, Phil Keaggy, Earl Slick, Da Carcass, PGR, and more. So we got some guest musicians on there having some fun. Anyway, yeah, I've listened to it a couple times. It's a great album. I've heard it, before, but I just had failed to pick it up. This next one popped up on Facebook. So one of the Facebook groups, there's people that, of course, sell stuff all over Facebook. And one of the Facebook, the Asylum, there's a guy in there that's always selling stuff. He has a website and everything. I bought some things in the past, and he carries a lot of cool stuff and imports and stuff along that line. And he showed this, and he said, this is the price, blah, 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 with shipping. And I saw some other people, because normally in this group, it's like somebody selling a personal record. Now, I know he usually has multiple copies, but you never know how many. He didn't say. He just said, this is for sale. And I saw two other people, hey, I'll take one, and hey, if you got one. And so I wrote and said, if you have an extra copy after all of that, let me know. And he wrote me and said, I do. And so I picked up Y&T's Face Melter. Now this is I thought this is their most recent album, and I was on, I'm like, yeah, you ask me, I'd say, yeah, Y&T had an album out a couple years ago. 2010. That couple years ago is now 11 years. Anyway, Night of the Vinyl, what's the name of the company? Night of the Vinyl Dead from Italy. Issued this on vinyl real recently, and it's a double record set, and their stuff has been kind of hard to find. I haven't found anybody. It's kind of this green and yellow splatter. Double record. It's got a insert that has all the lyrics. they put out some really good stuff, Night of the Vinyl Dead, and I just have never been able to get any of it because it's hard to find the imports, but only 500 copies. I've got number 233 of 500. It is a gatefold. Picture of the band. It's a great album, great album. I love Y&T, and was when this came out back in 2010, which I only thought was a couple years ago. I love the album, so to find it on vinyl sounds great. I've listened to it; it sounds great. So, and the price was good for an import like this that I didn't know if I'd ever get a copy of. And then he wrote on there, he said, "Well, 24 copies in 24 hours." That's how I only saw a couple people comment, but he sold 24 copies of that in 24 hours. He said, "Great stuff." Now, this last thing that I'm going to show is some stuff I got on Discogs. This actually just came in yesterday. I went on Discogs, and I went specifically looking for one particular album, which I'm going to show. And so I had this guy's store in mind. And then there was another album that I went one day looking for that I found, oh, look, I had this stuff in my cart already, but had not yet made the order. And I said, oh, he's got this album also. And wow, what a great price. It's an album that, just a whole filler for me. So I went ahead and placed the order. And then I got the order in, and the album that I thought was a great price ended up being a CD, even though it is listed on Discogs as under the LP. So I'm waiting for him to write back. I assume it's just a messed up listing, and we'll work it out. But I was kind of sad because I was hoping that, wow, that would have been great to have gotten, is an import also, that vinyl for, a decent price. But the other items are absolutely perfect. It got me some Dio. And, now these, you could find them, and they're scattered in prices, some of these reissues. And I've been watching them, but, some of them hover in the upper 30s to over 30. And, I'm like, well, and this guy had them all for in the lower 20s. And so I thought, I'm going to grab it. Now, this one wasn't, because this one's a little different than all of the other reissues. Lock Up the Wolves is available in two different editions out there. The single vinyl edition and the double vinyl edition. So I went ahead and spent a couple extra dollars for the double. And it's just a double gate, not a gatefold, just a double. Now the main difference is that Why Are They Watching Me, I believe, is the song. Anyway, all of the other vinyl versions is missing one song, I guess because of length. And so with this particular one, and it's not color, it's just black. But with this particular one, you've got all the songs. Now, when you're putting an extra song on there, you would think they could have added something else. But anyway, they got 3 songs per side. So really, I just wanted to make sure that I had all the songs from the CD and not have to, truncate it with one missing based on the fact that there was no time. So I grabbed that, and while I was at it, like I said, he had the other ones, and some of these were under $20. And so, Master of the Moon, this is one of the typical, reissues that came out. These are from the, same company, official ones that came out, BMG and stuff. That other one's on Vertigo. And so I wanted to pick up and fill up some of the ones that I needed in my selection. So I got Angry Machines. I think he had 1 or 2 other ones. Some of them were in the mid, $22, $23. I went ahead for now, since I was already buying a couple, I went ahead and kept them, bought the ones that were under 20. And they all tended to be some of the later stuff. But he had quite a few of them, so I'm sure I will go back. I want to try to pick all these up and fill in the collection as good as I can. So that's it. I got the 3 Dio. I'm hoping that maybe we'll work out the other 4th album. It wasn't Dio, it was something else. But anyway, that's all for now, though. It was great stuff. It's been a great week. I also got a box of CDs in yesterday, which I'm going to cover in a different video. I'm still going through them. They came in yesterday, too, and I'm just excited about those. I will be back with another video of that, though. Thanks for watching. I will see you later. Rock on and rock hard.